Hi, hi guys. So excuse me. Um, so this is my first YouTube video, um, and I've debated this a little bit. Um, However, I've decided to do a reading on the Travis Scott Astroworld situation. Now, the whole um, anyone who can pick up on energies or anyone with a brain really can sense that there was the whole thing was very dark. Um, there was a lot of dark, some would say demonic energy around that event. Um, and I'm just gonna do a reading on it. I'm gonna go with the Rider-Waite deck first. I'm just gonna pull some cards. This is my first video, so it's not the best. I haven't got a great setup yet, but I'm just feeling really called to do this because, oh my god, the whole thing, like if you saw some things that some people might not have picked up on, but I've watched it and it was like a portal. Some have actually said it was like the CERN, is it Hadron Collider or something? And then it opens and then he kind of jumps out of it. But one thing that I clocked onto is the music at the beginning of the show is actually it's the ending of a song that he did called Highest in the Room. Now, at the end of the video for Highest in the Room, I believe he stood on like a platform and he's just looking down. I can't remember if he's looking down at an unconscious or dead body at the end, but I know he is at some point in the video. So it's almost like the concert was a continuation from that. And then he was on that platform, and it's called Highest in the Room, and the whole thing's really messed up. But that's not to say that Travis Scott had the intention of doing this. He may not have known the full extent. I'm not saying he's planned it for years, but things like this happen. It's called sigil magic. There's all sorts of things that go into it. You have chaos magic, etc. But when you put something out into the world again and again, and so many people consume it, and it goes into their subconscious, into their consciousness, then eventually things can start to manifest. You have the macrocosm and the microcosm, as above, so below. Just look at The Simpsons, how many things they've predicted. And that's a fine example of that. But I'm just going to pull some cards and we're going to see. So, okay. The first card to pop out, I don't really take jumpers, but I just wanted to look. So this is the first card to pop out, and I think it just says it all. Like, this is a card of not knowing what to do. Everything's a bit crazy, and oh my god, I've just realised this is my smokescreen card. If you watch Tarot by Janine, I believe she also says she's a great reader. This is her smokescreen card too. All you can see, the smoke, everything's like an illusion. It's mainly about psychosis, or being psychotic, or things not appearing as they seem. It's like, oh, what do I do? Everything's crazy. It's that type of energy. And the Hermit being on the bottom of the deck does tell me, for some reason, I'm getting the vibe that there's an ancient aspect to this. It's something that's been going on for years, because the Hermit is, when it comes up in certain readings with certain cards around it, it can mean, to me anyway, ancient. I was looking for a different word then, but yeah, it's like ancient, something that goes back, years and years. And guys, my mind is kind of going to sacrifice here. There's someone in Travis's team who intended this at the very least. Right, let's ask. Right, first let's pull one card. Show me the energy of the Astroworld event. 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 Right. Got the deck. Got the Page of Swords. I'm going to pull another card for context. I like when I get a page, I always like to pull another card. Seven of Cups again. Okay, so when I get a page, generally that's a message. So say if I pull a page, it's bringing me a message. So I pull another card to see what the message is, and I cannot believe this has just happened. But I've just pulled the same card from before. It's almost as if it's saying to me like, I've shown you the energy, like, you know, already, because that is the first card we got. Pages also represent children, so there definitely is, and you know, Travis Scott is marketed towards children, and well, in my opinion, he shouldn't be. I mean, he's all over Fortnite. Apparently, I heard there's a Travis Scott McDonald's toy. You know, it's just pretty. Hang on, can you guys see the surface? Let me just make it a bit bigger because I don't want people to say, "Oh, I can't see you pulling the cards. You're choosing the cards or whatever." I've just moved into a new flat, so I'm kind of improvising here. Dun dun dun. Right, let's see. Right, yeah, that'll do. Right, I'm literally just stacking up decks. Let's go to a different deck. Should we go to an Oracle deck? No, right. Let's pull one more card from this. So let's ask, was it intentional on Travis's end? That's what I want to know, because, like, did Travis know that people were dying? That's what I'm going to ask. So did Travis know that people were dying? Interestingly, the Queen of Swords has shown itself then, but I try not to take jumpers. It's not really my style. Or I'll note them, but I won't include them. So let's see. So let's ask, was Travis aware that people were dead or dying in the crowd, please? Right, let's do a riffle shuffle. The whole thing, it was very ritualistic, and I don't know how anyone can deny that. I really don't. Like even my mum, who like is the least conspiratorial type person, conspiracy theories type person, she's not at all. And even she said the whole thing was just so demonic. It looked like a ritual. You know, it's just, I don't know. Okay, Spirit. Was Travis aware that people were dying in the crowd? The Devil. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Justice card. Wow. It's like in the Devil's eyes, justice was done. This was a sacrifice. It was an intentional sacrifice. Because obviously this was an injustice. However, it's like, because think about it. If you're the devil, then, and you've got your sacrifice, your people or whatever. Although I would like to believe that those souls did not go to hell. I know there is I call it the divine, but perhaps that's what the justice card is talking about. But think about it, when you're the devil, you would see that as justice is done in your eyes, you know? It's like something had to be brought into balance. That's crazy. I can't believe I just pulled the devil card. You guys saw, like, I didn't like deliberately choose it. Wow. So anyway, oh, I've just gone off completely off from the question, but yeah, that represents the whole event for sure. Um, yeah, I do believe Travis knew. He knew people were dying, and he definitely, at the very least, he knew people were suffering. You know, um, oh, I just got chills. That was like a 1 in 78 chance, but we all knew it. Like now the Ace of Wands is popping out, just to clarify, and the Five of Swords. This on the bottom of the deck. Look, when a card jumps out or pops out, I also tend to look on the bottom of the deck because that's usually where the message is, especially if more than one pops out and I can't take them. This represents, if you look, Travis. This is Travis, and he's all smug, and he's all like he's getting off on it. He's getting off on the people suffering. There's symbolism all over, even down to a T, down to where it says Earth, Wind, and Fire on the what do you call it, on the advertisement, the promotional thing. Which one of the four elements is missing there? Water. Now water represents emotion and love, and it's like there was no love there. So that's just one little piece of the puzzle in the stuff that went in to manifest this. And also, what was there a lack of in the crowd that they couldn't get because it was like $7 a bottle and the queue was 3 hours and you weren't allowed to take your own water in, I believe. And what was there? So what was there a lack of? Water. And this. If you look between the lines, you will start to notice this, guys. Please see, it is all around us. Like this demonic shit, it's all around us. Like it's everywhere, and you know it's going to get louder and louder. Don't get me wrong, we're going through a great awakening, and that's also going to get louder. But in the meantime, because we're going through an ascension at the moment, the darkness is going to get louder, and we're being forced to face it now. We're being forced to acknowledge it, and more things will happen. See, the universe card just popped out, which again is confirming what I'm saying. I'm using the Thoth deck for this one. Well, it's a, what would you call it? It's weird talking about him in this situation, but this is actually the Aleister Crowley deck. I like to use this one because I know that Aleister Crowley didn't have a personal hand in this one because it's a remake. But yeah, Aleister Crowley. He didn't design the artwork. Lady Frida Harris did. However, he knew what he was talking about, and no one knew the occult better than Aleister Crowley. So I feel like it's an appropriate deck to pull a card from. What I want to know. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I just had to take a minute to. I had a little brain fart and just needed to organise my thoughts. This is my first tarot video. Remember, it's my first public reading. What I wanted to ask now. What I want to ask is, was Travis aware before the event even started? Like, was Travis himself aware of what was going to happen? That's what I think we should ask next. I definitely do believe he knew what was happening when it was happening, but did he know it was going to happen? Because he could just have been, he could be a puppet being used, he probably does. I don't know if he writes his own music. He probably doesn't do all his designs. So it's the evil music industry that's in control of a lot of this. So yeah, let's find out. So interesting. The Prince of Swords just popped out. As you can see, you've got all the little people going in different directions, and you got this person with the sword, like trying to cut them off. But I keep getting like a really eerie vibe because a lot of the cards that I'm pulling either involve people attached on chains or strings or children. So there's a lot of really dark energy in this reading, I must say. And this card is traditionally about the Prince of Swords. It's like it's the airy part of air. So princes are air and swords are air. So it's all about the mind. It's all about thinking new things, and it can be about being stuck, you know, being pulled in two different directions. This could actually refer to I've just realised one of the money cards are on the bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles. Um, so there definitely was something in it for Travis in exchange for this. But I do believe that there's a spiritual pull going on in Travis's head. Like, what I'm saying is there is some sort of there's some humanity left in him, let's say. That's what does that diamond in the middle remind me of? I don't know. I really don't. It's reminding me of something though. Right, let's find out. Was Travis aware of this before it happened? Did he know it was going to happen? Oh my god, that's on the bottom of the deck again. You couldn't make this shit up. Like, honestly. Right, let's find out. Can't even cut the deck properly. I need to get a proper surface. Right, now we've got the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is interesting. Oh, look, do you see how she's got his head? Interesting, isn't it? I feel like there's a double meaning in this. I feel like the head is referring to someone dying, like in the crowd, like, you know, it's referring to death. However, I feel like it's also talking about either Kylie or Kris Jenner. I really do believe that. Is there anyone in that family who's a Libra? Because that's what the Queen of Swords is. It can be anyone with a lot of air in their chart, but it's usually an air sign. It doesn't have to be. Okay, the card that I pulled is the Knight of Cups. So this is like an overwhelming emotion, and it's like he's going to get his prize. Let me pull another one. Oh my god, that's the dove. That's the dove, and that's the portal. Do you remember the dove that was on fire? I think it was a dove. And doves are a symbol of peace, and the fact that it was on fire, the symbolism is just everywhere. I've just realised that's also on fire underneath a little bit. Do you see the Aeon? And that's the portal. I wonder if this represents Travis, like, I feel like it represents Travis, like, jumping out of the portal. I feel like the Knight of Cups is talking about Travis in this situation, because at the beginning he jumps out of the portal, if you remember. I think he does anyway, I believe. It's just some very dark stuff, guys. Right, what do I want to pull now? Right, let's ask, sorry, this is my first video, so I'm a bit, I think as time goes on, I'll get better. Let's pull an oracle card. Let's pull an oracle card on, try and get like a positive message out of this, because duality, you know, it exists, and in all light there's darkness, and in all darkness there's light. So there is a positive message in this somewhere. So can we have a nice message, like, you know, what's the silver lining? Let's see what we need to focus on now as a collective, because this was a collective thing, like, you know, it's got our attention, it's there, so we're forced to see the darkness. That's what I believe. And it will get more and more obvious until people start waking up and taking a stand against it. We're being forced to look at the darkness, which is our music industry. And it's unfortunate that this had to happen, but interesting. I haven't pulled it, but it wouldn't let me like put it back into shuffle. We've got this priestess card. Have you answered your calling? Oh, sorry, I was reading the one on the bottom. That's not what it says. How are you being called to step up and lead? This is talking to us as truthers, people who are awake, light workers, truthers. We need to step up. We need to step up and lead. And we need to lead the people who are not awake, who are confused, maybe people who are just waking up and they don't know what to do. It's our job as truthers and light workers and star seeds, if that's something that you subscribe to or believe, that's we're being called to step up and guide these people, and then on the bottom, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? That's what I was thinking of before. I'm just going to go to the guidebook. I'm going to see what it says in there. I hate it when readers do this, but it's it's just this oracle deck. Right. I wish it would go in alphabetical order. Priestess 46. Sorry guys. I will get a better video format, like the more I upload videos. Let's see if anyone even watches this. Right, priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? The priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine a light on the path for others to venture forward too. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe, and don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. Right, I can't read all this because we're going to be here all day. I didn't realise it was going to be this long, but the general message is, to, even if we should all come together and find our tribe online. So, if I get people commenting on this video, we should subscribe to each other. We should, other tarot readers and light workers, we should support each other. We should support people because there are a lot of people waking up. Since November 5th, it's probably jumped from about 30% up to maybe 40% easily. In terms of people who are now awake to the darkness that's going on in the world, and it's going to continue rising, and it's going to continue rising, and that's just how it is. I'm going to pull one more card, and then I'm going to shut this video off. It's like I said, it's my first video, so please go easy on me. But yeah, okay. Can we have one more card of what we need to know about this as a collective, please? What do we need to know now? In fact, regardless, what do we need to know in general? Ooh. Right, we've got inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. This is talking about meditation. We need to meditate more. I can't help but every time I see a circle now or a door like that, I think it's like that portal. But this is a positive portal. So this is all about meditation. So we need to go within and meditate and connect to the divine. And we've also got the play card. Don't be so serious and celebrate. Oh, we'll do it on here. I keep thinking I'm going to have people saying, "Oh, you chose the card on purpose." So on the bottom of the deck, we've got the ever unfolding rose. I love that card. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul tribe. It just links in with everything I've been saying about, our tribe and us as light workers, the truther community, the light worker community. Definitely. So if anyone has any requests on any future videos you want me to upload, let me know if you've got any topics for future. I did have this channel primarily for music, but I've kind of put a stop to my music career, well, a pause on my music career for now, and I'm sticking with the tarot stuff and divination. Like I said, it's my first video. It's pretty shit, but as we go forward, I'm gonna try and get a better setup, things like that. Um, I suppose I could. I mean, I do this for free, but I suppose I might put my PayPal in the description if anyone wants to donate to help me get some equipment. Because like, I've literally just moved into a new flat a few weeks ago. Like until then, I was actually homeless for a couple of years, easily a couple of years. So I'm kind of on the floor. I've got my little surface made up of. This is what I've been like doing it on. I wanted to make sure you could see me cut the deck and choose the cards. Do you know? So people didn't say, like you set that up, you set the card to come out that way. But yeah. Right. Um, so I'll put my PayPal in the description if anyone wants to donate to me, and I can, get some. It'll help me get equipment and stuff. If anyone wants to, if anyone, I'm not doing private readings at the moment, but if anyone has any requests for future videos, then let me know. Any topic, pretty much anything's welcome, and I will consider it. So, peace out.